Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope for April 2019, and this is for you coming from Scorpio. Now, before I begin, I would like to give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9, at gmail.com, andyhoro9 at gmail.com. The first card that I'm going to pull for you will be for your first 15 days of April, and it's got to do with your job. Well, you coming from Scorpio is a very, very good card for you. It says you can have the chance of getting a pay rise, more money, more status, the ability to do very well for the place that you work, and you will be rewarded very nicely. So give it your best in the first 15 days of April where your job is concerned, and you're going to receive rewards. Go right ahead. Now the next card will be to do with your business. And again, it's a very good card. It's a card of partnership. So this card says that you can attract a business partner, or you can join a company and be offered a partnership, or that you will have people to do business with who are very good partners for you. So it's a card of success. So you're going to have a lot of opportunities. I see the sign of Venus here, which simply means that be careful that you don't waste your money on investments. Think twice, don't get overexcited. That's the only little downside. Now I'm going to talk to you about your romance areas for the next card for the first 15 days of April for you coming from Scorpio. And it's a magnificent card. It says you will find a new romance which will be very good for you, and it will produce a good partnership. And even if it's only a friendship, it's going to be a very valuable bond. So friendships and a new romance coming your way, grab them because they're going to help you a lot. Now about your marriage, about the ongoing romance. Let's talk about your ongoing romance and see what happens. Well, the ongoing romance says that there's an issue about money and you don't want to take fully charge and don't push your weight around, and things will be better. So taking the soft approach in the first 15 days of April where your ongoing romance is concerned is very crucial. Otherwise, you're going to attract opposition. And now the next card about your marriage areas. It's a good card. It's a card of partnership. It's a card of partnership. But in this partnership, I can see some differences. And the differences have to do with, I won't call it a financial situation, but it's got to do with some financial pressure of the past. So in the first 15 days with your marriage partner, you shouldn't bring up these issues. And if your marriage partner brings up these issues, try to stay calm, try to be flexible and negotiable. It's a card that does not break up any friendship or any area of marriage. So you are going to remain in a very good situation to make it better. Be calm and be flexible. Now I'm going to go to the last 15 days of April and talk to you about your job. Let's see what this card says for you coming from Scorpio. Oh, it's a bad card. It's a bad card, let me tell you. You can be cheated. I'm talking of your job. You can be cheated, you can be let down, promises won't come true, your superiors will go after you. So you have to, when you enter the month of April for the first 15 days, look behind the scenes to see who could be your enemy, who is the one who's going to let you down, whether it's a superior or whether it's a colleague or whether it's the owner of the company. You cannot trust anybody, so don't share any of your plans for your future with anybody you work with, because there's so much deception on this card with you becoming the victim. So you have to work extra hard because blame is going to come to you as well. Now for the last 15 days, let's talk about your business. And it's the card of death, but it's actually quite a good card. Death simply means that your past problems in business can be overcome. They are slowly receding, and you can move forward in new ventures, or you can move forward in wanting to do whatever you want to do. But this is a card which also says go slow. I like it because you can see the sign of the Scorpio here, the scorpion itself. So it's a card very relevant to you. So it says that all your past attempts are slowly bringing fruit. Slowly is the key word. Go slow. They are bringing fruit, and the last 15 days where your business is concerned is going to improve. And After death, there's a new beginning. So you may find new areas of business or new people to do business with, or even new partnerships. Now I want to talk to you about your romance for the last 15 days of April. And it's a nice gushing card. It's a card that says yes. Put out your cup there and it's filled with romance for you. So a new romance is very easily found. You are being found to be very attractive. Or you who is finding somebody very attractive, go for it. I give yourself some chance. The only downside is the flow of water normally means that there's a come and there's a go, a to and a fro. So the new romance that you find, don't hug on to it. Take it easy, study it slowly, don't sell your heart full scale, and take your time to understand the person. That's my only worry. Now for the ongoing romance, let's see what you get for your ongoing romance. And it's a problem, a big problem. Partly it's got to do with finances, partly it's got to do about control. So it's either you putting on the screws that you want the control, or it's either your romance partner who is doing this. If you value this romance, back off for these last 15 days of April. Otherwise the conflict will come towards possessiveness of what you have and talks of a breakup as well. So not a very good card for an ongoing romance. Let me pull a card for your marriage and see what this card says about your marriage. It says there are too many people interfering into your marriage, firstly. And there are too many issues that are troubling your marriage, secondly. And so it's causing stress, and it's causing either you to be dominating or your marriage partner to be dominating. Well, it's you listening to me, so don't dominate or you will attract even more problem. So your last 15 days where marriage is concerned is very touchy. You don't want to be possessive or obsessive, and you don't want to be a person who wants to take control. Let the 15 days pass as gently as possible and you will do much better. And now I want to talk to you quickly about your health. So let me pull a card about health for the whole month of April for you coming from Scorpio. Well, I see fire here, so my worry is that chili that you eat, which is too spicy, cut that down. And red meat that you eat, cut that down as well. So your digestion areas are very overly sensitive in this month of April. And from what I can see from this card, you're going to overdo the eating and the drinking. So just slow that down and you'll be fine. Now for you coming from Scorpio, I'll talk to you about your lucky ages. So let me see what this card says. Well, it's a card of the leader. So I have to go to your leading planets, and one of your leading planets will say that if you happen to be the ages of 18 or 27 or 36 or 45 or 54 or 63 or 72 or even 81, why not? You are going to be a very lucky person. You are going to overcome any difficulties in the month of April. You're going to be luckier than the rest. How nice for you. If you are not of these ages, you'll need to have a 90-minute session with me, which will cost you USD 50. And using your date of birth and time of birth and looking at your palms, I'll talk to you about your next 7, 8 or 9 years. But we'll talk about that later. Now about your lucky dates, D-A-T-E-S. And this is the card of Mars, so I have to go straight right there. And I will say that your lucky dates for month of April will be the 9th, the 18th, and the 27th. Kabbalistic cards give planetary signs and signs of planets. So if you look here, you will see the sign of the planet Mars, who is leading the pack. So the 9th, 18th, 27 is going to be very valuable in any area of your life. Bookmark it, morning, noon, afternoon, night. Go for what you want and you'll get it very handsomely. And now about your lucky colors for Scorpio. Ooh, it's the color of growth and expansion and ego. So it's the color for April, it would be for me the color purple. Wear any shade of purple as much as you can in the month of April, and you will attract the luck of a few wonderful planets who want to give you all that's promised to you in the month of April. And now about your direction energy. So let's see what the direction energy says. All right. Apart from, well, it's 3 directions are possible, but I'm going to go straight to the best. And for me, for the month of April, it would be if you can face south as much as you can, to be inspired, to get wonderful ideas, to get all that wonderful luck from a few planets in the south for the month of April. So face south and you're going to be extremely lucky. And that's about it. So now, I have a 90-minute session which will cost you USD 50, and I'll tackle your next 7, 8 or 9 years based on your date of birth, based on your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And with all that information, I'll be able to predict your next 7, 8 or 9 years. I'll give you your personal lucky lottery numbers, your lucky days, your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, your lucky directions, a lot of information from the universe. And you'll be able to be so inspired and so lucky in every area of your life. So my email address is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9, @gmail.com. Send me an email and I'll come back to you and let's get down to this 90-minute session. Until then, thank you and good luck.